Welcome back, guys, and today we have another different video planned for you today. Since my night videos popped off recently, I was like, why not do a different topic, see how well it does. Now, of course, like I said, we will not be leaving night videos. We will still be doing night scaling videos, but I just want to, expand my tastes in other subjects. So, why not? So today's video is going to be on one of my favorite female characters of all time, my one true favorite, to be honest. And if you follow my TikTok or my Twitter, you would see that I kind of have a very, 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 very big infatuation with this character, and that's none other than Frieren. Now, let's go over the basics, because if you haven't watched the show, I'll do a basic rundown of what it's about. Now, Frieren, of course, comes from a show which is of the same name, Frieren Beyond Journey's End, and it's a show about an elf which tries to understand emotions and what it means to feel them. Of course, there is a side plot of them trying to reach heaven, but I'm pretty sure I haven't reached it yet, but I'm pretty sure the manga's on hiatus anyway. But now Frieren is a person who you don't want to mess with. Um, People who have in the past have been pretty much packed up, but let's go into scaling. So first off, while chasing a demon, Frieren was able to completely annihilate a cliff. Here's the scans here. I mean, that alone just shows she doesn't fuck around. Now, we should run about the large building to then multi-city block with the fragmentation. So already pretty good start. Next, of course, she was able to completely annihilate Denken in a 1v1. Denken should have really known from the beginning that he wouldn't win. I mean, that's like a it's like a 30-year-old man versus someone with 100 years of experience. So it was pretty much raps from the beginning. Now, Denken is the same guy who was able to create a tornado of this size, so small town level. And since Frieren is above Denken, you could reasonably say she's large town level, realistically. Frieren is actually consistent within being town level, since when she was incapacitated, she was able to basically unfreeze an entire town um, from gold. I'm pretty sure that's what happened really. So yeah, small town level at best, but still a pretty good feat. Niche, but good. So let's go into the best part of it all. Clone Frieren is another character within the show and is a mimic type of enemy. Now, these type of enemies are basically able to copy all of Frieren's arsenal. Pretty much, when you enter this labyrinth type of thing, they are able to copy all of your abilities. And they're pretty strong, but Frieren was able to actually go relative to her clone. Now, since Frieren's clone has access to all her spells, Frieren should also have black hole creation, because this same clone was able to create a literal black hole, which will get Frieren to run about large planetary, which is crazy to say the least. Here's the scans here. Frieren was able to also fight on par with said clone, like I mentioned, so you could reasonably say she's large planetary level already. It's pretty crazy. I bet you didn't know Frieren would be this strong, to be honest. As for speed, she should casually be able to react to track lightning, which is a spell, like the name suggests, it creates lightning. And then she was also able to react to Denken's arrows, which travel at the speed of light. So, reasonably FTL, you could say. So, she's already faster than light, which is crazy to me. Next is hacks, and oh boy, does she have a lot of them. No, I'm not even joking. She has like a laundry list of hacks. I guess collecting all those grimoires really gives you a good shit in return. First, she has subjective reality, which is a passive ability to us. Magic is all about imagination, and it's through imagination that a mage is able to do what they can. Lightning manipulation via track lightning. Type 1 immortality, which is obvious. She basically can't die from old age. Um, and then, of course, we also have homing attacks. Mages can, of course, change the course of their attacks or difficulty. This was shown in the Fern training chapter. It was pretty good. It was pretty good hacks, to be honest. And then she also has durability negation. Soul Track is basically an offensive magic and is stated to be piercing magic, which pierces through defense. And equipment to eradicate a person's body, and is of course shown regularly to disintegrate bodies and even blast through objects, even when used against stronger foes. And she of course has that in her arsenal. She of course has extrasensory perception. She can sense mana easily, with advanced mages being able to even sense their mana being detected, which is pretty cool. Mana manipulation, which is obvious, she can actually focus mana on her specific body parts, thus enhancing her durability, which is fucking insane. She can, of course, sense curse magic, which is normally basically invisible or imperceptible. She can even sense killing intent within mana, which is wild. Although she can't use advanced healing, she is still talented in priest magic, so like mid-tier healing, pretty much. And then she has X-ray magic. She can see through clothes, which is, I guess, niche, I guess, but useful. She also has information analysis. She can use magic to diagnose illnesses and use her knowledge of said illness to treat it. She can, of course, purify, like I mentioned, with the large town level, the town level feat. She was able to purify that while being basically frozen in gold herself, which is wild. So that would be purification. And this would go for like a lot of like cities, towns, and pretty much all that. So she can do it on a pretty high scale. She's even armed with invisibility or stealth. Um, she can passively suppress her magic to appear as weak. This was shown in the aura fight, and then of course led to aura getting absolutely one-shotted. She can also suppress magic to trick opponents, which is fucking insane. And it just goes to show how smart she is with her mana. Power Mercury, which is probably the most dangerous in her arsenal, probably top three. She was able to copy an ability called Mana Strike through just firing an enemy. She was able to analyze it and then use it against the enemy. She has Sealing, which was shown, I think, in episode 2 with her fight with Qual. Qual was able to basically be sealed for about 80 years, and she is only able to take it off nobody else's. And then lastly, she has some pretty good resistances to stuff such as mind manipulation, memory manipulation, paralysis inducement. Basically, restraint magic is ineffective on Frieren due to her being very fucking strong. I mean, that's literally what happens. And I'm not even trying to glaze it, she legitimately is too strong for those things to even affect her. Now, of course, like I said, her mental defense is just too great for those things to even work on her. So pretty good, pretty good stuff for Frieren, and it really just goes to show how Frieren is downplayed within the scaling community because she is actually very strong. I will be doing a video on her eventually. It'll be versus battle over a topic which is very debated, which will be Rudius versus Frieren. It's a really funny topic because when you realize how strong Frieren is, you'll just realize of how unfair that fight is. But we won't cover it now. I'll cover it in another video. But if you like that, please like and subscribe. Click the bell so you never miss a video. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next one. Bye bye.